pathetic Detroit Tigers.
Wait, you texted me earlier that they were the hottest team in baseball.
They were! They were indeed.
All your teams are always the hottest team in baseball.
Previous to the Cubs 4-game winning streak, the longest winning streak in baseball was the Detroit Tigers, who subsequently blew it in Tampa this week, losing 2-3. But, when Baltimore comes to town, you have a tendency to get right, whoever they're playing. And that worked out quite well for the Tigers, who pretty much beat the fuck out of the Orioles as they should, which makes me feel a little bit better about the Tigers' plight, that they actually could beat up on somebody. And then they won the first game in Tampa of the series. So
I know. When I saw that, I'm like, holy crap, maybe they really have turned a corner.
Yeah, I thought something was happening. You've been talking about anemic offense. The Tigers have had the worst offense in baseball in several statistical categories, like runs per game, home runs, stolen bases, team OPS. I think they're 29th out of 30 in team OPS. So
I was gonna say they're near that. Like when you look at the list, it's all the AL Central, which is hilarious. Even the Twins, and the Twins continue to trend downward in pitching, like I talked about a few weeks ago. So
and they had who was it? Went on Paddock, I think went on. He's getting Tommy John surgery.
Yeah.
Their spiral continues, but still light years ahead of my Tigers. Even though the Tigers have these horrific offensive numbers, but you wouldn't know it if you were watching Miguel Cabrera, one of the few bright spots.
Right?
I just looked up in his last 7 games, he is batting .423, an OPS of 1160, 2 home runs and 5 RBI, and that's as good a stretch as he's probably ever had. It's incredible what he's been doing at this late in his career after basically the last 5 years of steep decline. Somehow he's had a renaissance, and a lot of that has to do with him being the full-time DH and not bothering with first base. He's not dealing with the injuries that he typically has had with his legs, or just nagging things throughout the season that you don't necessarily hear about, but you can tell he's suffering from. So this is that's a cool thing. Offensively, Spencer Torkelson, who has been really struggling after the first couple of weeks. Actually, I think he's struggled since the moment I saw him hit a home run on April 23rd when I was in the ballpark. He's had a few hits, almost no power until this week, where he finally had a game. I think it was either Tuesday or Wednesday, where he had a double and a home run. So he might be finally working his way out of it. I spoke about that last week a bit.
There is no panic for that guy.
Yeah,
he's going to
exactly.
hit. He is going to hit. It reminds me a little bit. I don't know if I said this to you last week. I can't remember because that was last week, but it reminds me of Andrew Vaughn was like super inconsistent. And then that second half of the season,
clicked.
Like when he got into like August, like he was mashing. So
yeah, Torque has had, I mentioned last week, he's had issues every time he's been promoted. When he gets to the next level, it takes him a bit to get his bearings. And I think hopefully we can see that soon. Maybe these are some early signs that we are seeing it.
Word Hole Media.